Toyota Camry have in common?
I don't know.
What do you and a Toyota Camry have in common?
Me, like me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Y'all both leak trans fluid.
Boo! Boo!
What's the fuck you mean by that?
You get it?
No.
A tranny busting you, so y'all
All right,
both
bro.
leak.
All right, bro. Yeah,
That's
nah.
sick. That's why I said me,
Nah.
Jaquay.
Nah.
All right, let's go.
All right, man. So we're going live
That's the Camry in Eugene.
in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I am so tired. Do you see me? I woke up and I am living life. Welcome back to the Cross Our Minds podcast, guys. My name is V, the only one who matters, alongside...
It's your boy Big Rob, a.k.a. Idris Chestnut, a.k.a. Morris Alba, a.k.a.
BBL Rizzy.
BBL. What?
BBL Rizzy.
Listen. Blame V because it was all her. We missed you guys. And last but definitely not least...
Peace, man. I got him. You know what's going on for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to make no deals. I ain't trying to open no seals. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a tequila one. You know what I mean? And we do that. You feel me? Ayo, make sure you don't get kicked out the pot, man. You feel me? Make sure you don't do that. You feel me? Uncooked chicken. You feel me?
I was just thinking that.
Yo, kicked out the pot is so crazy.
You feel me?
Because you really got to know.
Yeah, because shit get deep. You feel me? Shit get deep. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
On
get kicked out the pot, man.
You know what I mean?
Don't get kicked out the pot.
But just know we serving gourmet. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
And it ain't
Shout
just
out
breakfast,
to the
fish and chips.
gourmet.
And it was my birthday. Look,
Happy belated, bro.
I wanted to come in here and talk wild shit because it was my born day, you feel me? But unfortunately, we missed a couple episodes and shit. You know what I mean?
It was your birthday.
It was your birthday.
You said it was my what?
It was your birthday.
My birthday.
We celebrated.
You
we
gotta
celebrated.
be careful when you feel me. I gotta be careful when I'm responding to V. You feel me?
Because she be saying all types of weird
Yeah,
shit. You
like
gotta
shit.
really
say some bullshit.
Well, your birthday was good.
birthday. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
nah, it was good. You feel me?
You enjoyed it. It was we
Yeah.
we surprised them. You know,
Yeah, y'all.
it was a nice surprise.
Yes.
That food
yes.
was slapping.
Yeah, that shit was good. That shit was good. I went home.
They
tore
was
that
holding
shit up.
out the salmon and the shrimp though, but I ain't gonna say.
Yeah.
Y'all had that shit for later. I don't even think y'all gave it out.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Look, so I cooked some crab legs later. You feel me? I went to Elijah. And if y'all know, y'all from over here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know Crab Track. Go holla at Elijah. You know what he do. You feel me? But I went to holla at Elijah. I got some crab legs, you feel me? And then I got them lobster tails that y'all didn't get a piece of.
I don't really care for the lobster tails. I just wanted some salmon.
I don't either, but I'm very appreciative that they were there for
Oh,
me.
that's so nice.
listen to all y'all
How old are
sinning.
you again? 35?
Yo, you saying 35? Look, do you want me to wild out?
No,
Do you wanna
relax.
wild out? All right, I'm not gonna wild out.
I'm closer to
All right.
35 than anybody.
Yeah, I'm 32. You feel me?
Damn, you young.
Look, we know who's 35 now.
Listen, by the time I hit 33, I'm going to do a lot because Jesus did a lot by the age of 33. I'm trying to be like him.
I'm in my 32nd year, you feel me? But once I hit my Jesus year, you know what's going on.
Well, yeah.
He's in his magic year right now. Everybody catching. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yo, nah, cause look, at
been a
first
minute. It's
I'm
been a
like,
minute.
yo, this is my magic year. You feel me? Like, you know what's going on. But then I'm like, damn, like, yeah,
Oof,
Magic was
indeed.
a wild nigga.
Yo,
You
he
feel
was
I mean,
wild,
but
yo.
magic ends with a lot of possibilities, so you never know where you're going to go.
Yeah, that nigga, bitch,
You know where he gonna
she
go.
gonna die old man.
For real.
That's 'cause
I don't
he's
think he
cured.
got it. He don't got it.
He's
Nah,
cured.
He went to
got
go
it.
see Dr. Sebi, man.
He's cured. I think he's cured.
Yeah.
God,
think it's good.
listen.
Undetectable.
But what did you...
Blick Harvey.
But
Listen, we want to jump right into it. What was it that you wanted to talk about?
Listen, we missed a lot. A lot's happened in like 2-3 weeks. So before we really like crack open,
Whoa.
The
you know what I'm
tequila.
saying? The tequila. Cause
No
he's-
Diddy.
We'll get to him in a second. I had a question that came up in like the middle of the week in like, you know, little mini mental discussions I had with myself. And the question for real was, in a relationship, and you know you got to preference it when you're asking these questions, in a relationship, a long-term relationship, monogamous with your partner, would you rather be naive or would you rather be insecure?
Bitch, call me insecurity. I'm going to be. I'd rather be insecure.
And I asked that question because I'm like, yo, somebody who's naive, they just don't know if anything's happening, and they don't care.
Exactly why.
And they're aloof, and they're happy, and they're
aloof.
Ignorance is bliss and all that. Like, you're happy, everything is positive, and somebody who's insecure will create the problem. Versus, they'll always be wondering or asking this question, or who you texting, who got you smiling in your phone, where you going? You know what I'm saying? And where you going is not necessarily an insecure question, but the tone of asking where you going or who's going to be there, how long you going to be.
The intention behind you asking these
You know what I'm saying? The intention is different, where someone who's naive is like, oh, where you going, babe? Oh, I'm going with such and such. Okay, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Where
it's like cool to be naive in the sense of like, oh, you're just a happy dumbass. But I'd rather be a what would you call somebody that's insecure?
Well-informed asshole.
Yeah, I guess I would rather be that, because I'm not sitting here acting like nothing is impossible and the world is blissful. I get that insecurities are going to create problems in a relationship, but I'd rather be that. That's the demon I know any fucking way.
Yo, and I'm glad you said demon, you feel me? Because, I said something many years ago, you feel me? I wrote a poem. I said, a caged bird, and it's just an excerpt from it, you feel me? A caged bird dreaming of freedom is a nightmare, but ignorance is bliss. You feel me? So I know, because I was once ignorant to bliss. You feel me? And being ignorant to bliss is what makes you go. Like, just think about when they was like, yo, don't watch this video because it'll open your third eye.
Right,
and you'll never be able to close it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know that type of shit. You feel me? And it's like, yo, niggas just go full-fledged, like, nah, I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah, they get stuck. Some people ain't. We talked about this years ago. Like, some people still ain't make it out. Like, they're still stuck in that
there.
loop.
You feel me? Some niggas died there. Some niggas died because of it. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, being ignorant to the bliss of not knowing is so underrated. You feel me?
I think it is underrated. That's why in that question, me
and I'm
asking,
not necessarily. Hold on. I have to say, I'm not necessarily speaking on relationships and cheating and shit like that. You feel me? But this is still something that has to. You gotta
do with that. It's still layered because it is layered.
And spit out the seed.
It's layered.
But I mean, it's not even like you don't have to be naive to the cheating. You can be naive to like, what if he's or she's selling drugs, or what if they have a gambling problem, or what if they're an addict? Like, it could be endless. I don't want to be naive to that.
That's the shit that could destroy your world.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, being naive to it, I think being naive only hurts you. I think being insecure hurts you both.
Well, shit, let's burn together then.
I think being insecure.
Try not to bring pettiness.
You know what I'm saying? Such a toxic woman. Toxic femininity.
Great conversation.
Let's burn together then.
No, we're going to burn together, because I'm not sitting here being dumb by myself. I can't be dumb by myself.
That's what being insecure kind of is. You are being dumb by yourself.
Well, if I'm being dumb by myself, you're going to be dumb with me, because I'm going to bring you the problems to your door.
Is toxic. Because I'm saying it's like being naive in the sense like there's such a peace there. Because you're not, you hear it.
Ignorant to the bliss.
You hear the agents of chaos when they speak. You feel me? Like, being naive is like you're really sitting there like, it's not that you don't know these things are possible. It's more so that I trust you not to do that. So I don't care.
No, being naive is like, that you don't know that these things are possible.
Nah. Being naive is just not caring, because the naivety is me trusting you not to do that. That's the naivety. Like, naivete, or however they pronounce it. That's where you being naive.
When people are naive, they be like, they could literally be dating someone who's an addict. They're like, oh no, it's just that he's tired. That's why he has those bags under his eyes.
He just want my car to go.
No, that's dumbass. I'm saying someone who's naive is more so like, no, she'll never do that. Like, that's you being naive to think that your girl would never. Like, you can't. Even if you think your girl would never.
I started off in love like that, like thinking, oh, she would never, like
she would never, but
she will.
Like, yo,
she will.
They can. And
they
will.
will.
You know what I'm
Nigga.
saying? So
They can and they will.
being naive keeps you like in
Happy.
a happy little bubble. And again, the only person that gets
Blissful,
hurt
in a
is
blissful
bliss. You're
state.
bliss. So the only person that gets hurt if you choose naivety is you.
All right, so what do you choose?
I choose naivety.
Why?
Because what am I hurting you for? I'm a big guy. I can hurt you in multiple ways.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Fam, it's a family show.
Who said that? Who said that?
But nah, like being naive keeps me at a certain level of peace, and it also, believe it or not, it keeps me clean. I can be okay with myself for feeling like, yo, I was stupid for thinking that this couldn't happen. But I'm not the bad guy here, and I won't ever be if I'm just naive. I was just dumb.
So you don't want to be painted as the bad guy?
I never want to be the bad. Who the fuck wants to be the bad guy?
Some people don't care.
In
I was
a
about to say,
relationship?
it's really just
In a-
not
in a
being
relationship?
okay with it's okay. Yo, some situations, right? And
Wait, before you get into your topic, what do you choose?
Yeah, word.
Like, what would you pick? Being
Naive
naive,
or
or
insecure?
insecure?
I'm gonna pick naive. You feel me? Because
Look at these
it's
clean people.
once again. You feel me? Once
Bliss.
again,
The bliss.
I was ignorant to bliss. You feel me? And then after you open your world up, and like you let everything in, just know your peace. You'll have to fight for that peace.
do have
now.
to fight for it,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Whereas to that peace that you already had, now you gotta
It's
fight.
gone. You have to fight to
get
get it back.
and keep it. You feel me?
That's
So
a fact.
it's something that it's perpetual. You'll never like.
But war
be
brings
the
peace.
end of it.
War brings
Mm-hmm.
peace.
War brings
Somebody got to
peace.
lose. Somebody got to lose before there's
Oh,
peace.
now we talking about something that's a different element. You know what I mean? Like when we talking about if war, like you know what I'm saying, war. You know what I mean? Like because it doesn't, and in the situation that we're talking about, it doesn't necessarily have to be war.
Maybe conflict.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
It can be conflict. It don't got to be war because war. Trust me, nobody's naive in war.
Nah, you can't be. You're
No,
gonna die.
but listen, y'all already got my answer. I would rather
Nobody's
be
naive in
insecure.
war.
That
So you're okay with the
Creating
thought
chaos.
that like let's say you run into someone. Let's say you were completely single. You ran into this fucking he's just such a sweet doesn't know nothing guy. Like literally.
Oh well, you can tell the difference between a not so like. You can tell those type of guys like
But would you still be insecure?
when it comes to him.
Yes. Why not?
Because you don't want to break the person that's like that.
Damn, that nigga lucky.
Yeah. My thing is, yo, but just being mature, right? Like it's like, yo, I had to because once you come into awareness, consciousness, you know what I mean? It's like you had to like the truth is like a bat and you walk around with this truth and you hitting niggas in their knees and fucking up their reality. You know what I'm
That shit's
saying? Like
tragic.
it's like, yo, I've become a lot more like aware and I'm just more conscious of people and their mindsets. You know what I'm saying?
That's because you're getting
like,
older.
Yeah, I could be
That
a
comes
part
with
of
age.
it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to fuck up anybody's reality. I want you to come to whatever conclusion that you're gonna come to on your own,
Without me
If you-
really having to tell you or
without me
even-
having to persuade you anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, just think about it. How peaceful is it? How peaceful is it
Slam that
after
pen
you
again.
chose to, let's say, know some shit that you didn't know? It's no peace.
no, there's no peace. Your
There's
brain,
no peace anymore.
no, your mind
But
just
you don't
starts
think-
going.
Because now I can't think.
Yeah, I can't turn it off.
But
I can't turn it off.
if
There's
you
no
already
turning
want to
off.
know about it, like, and you never know the answer, you're still not going to be at peace because you're still going to be left wondering.
in the context of
No, because if you're wondering, now you're on the
insecure side.
path. You're on the path of like, oh, your bliss is already kind of done.
yeah,
like,
in
because you're on the path.
in the context of what we're talking about, if you start wondering, you already dipping into that insecure pool.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Because
already
you're
like,
wondering.
oh, who's gonna be there?
Insecurity is what makes you do that.
Right? Like you're like, who's gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get it.
Insecurity in me would have manifested in the first time you were invited to do the podcast with them, like the first time,
Wow.
and I'd have been like, insecurity would have been like, yo, I don't want you around all them niggas.
But they no
What you
disrespect
gonna
to
do?
most of them. They was weenies.
No, whether they was weenies or not, it's me.
The weenies is
It's me. Weenies is crazy. It's my insecurity to be like, yo, you going over there and be
Niggas
around a bunch of
weenies.
niggas smoking and shit. Like, you on some like, that's insecurity where it's
and
like,
I don't smoke.
right. And like, the insecurity part is like, yo, why do you want to be around that? Like, I would gaslight you into thinking like you didn't need to be around there or I should be there type shit. Where my only concern was, again, we talked about it, the difference between insecurity and safety. Me
No,
caring
right.
about your safety. There's a bunch of niggas there. Are you sure you good? You want to go with one of your friends? That's
Right, but
there's
that's
a
why
difference.
I invited you to
Right.
come
And you
because
know
it would make me feel more comfortable. So
Right,
that's
and
why
you
I
know
did
what's
that.
live? Even being of a security mindset,
Right.
your bliss is gone.
Your bliss is gone. Your
It's
bliss
gone.
is gone.
You feel me?
Because you're always thinking about, oh, something could go wrong.
I have to be prejudiced.
Yeah.
I have to judge people based on like how they walking, how they talking, how they dress. You feel me? Oh, what your hands doing? What you know what I mean? So I'm already tainted. You feel me? This is not a peaceful. Even though I can obtain peace.
You're right about that.
I could attain peace in the midst of all of this, because you remember it was a situation. Remember we was here shooting a pod. You feel me? And we got called in the war. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that, yeah.
And
I remember that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yo,
Hey, when I get there,
yeah.
no!
You feel me?
Yeah.
And we didn't know what the
Right.
fuck was
We
in
was
front
going-
of us, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we were in our.
We was in the we was in
Peace, you feel me?
we was in our piece here,
And then
we activated immediately. So it's like,
yeah, but you know, on the way, it's like, yo, because we're experienced, like, all right,
we handled it a certain kind of way.
Overreacting, we
Nah.
still kept our quote unquote peace,
right?
But it wasn't
inside. It's an
peace.
internal thing, and I always tell V that I'm like, yo, I don't want people to think like I don't even know if I want to use the word panic, right? But panic looks a certain kind of way. Visually outside, no matter what's going, well, I could see somebody get shot in the head right here. Like when you look at me, you won't see panic.
see shit.
You won't see anything. Inside, yo,
whole
like
world.
yo, it's like SpongeBob with the wiggly arms going crazy.
That's
Like
the
I'm in my head
fucking
going
first image I
crazy
had.
because I'm like, but that's okay. There's a segment in my brain that's for the panic.
Yeah.
The panic could be right here. But then the logical thinking and what's the next move and all that shit has to
That
be in the
shit
forefront. That has to
overcomes
be.
all of that.
It has to, because if not, we don't survive. We don't make it out of here. You know what I'm
But
saying?
You're
Like,
supposed to wear your
peace.
emotions on
That's
your
not
sleeve.
peace.
That's just a motherfucker that
peace.
knows how to attain peace.
Right.
You feel me? So it's not peace. So for you to be in that spot, it's like, all right, I'm a motherfucker that doesn't know, or I'm a person that knows peace, but I have to do something.
You have to attain that peace.
to bring peace back into order, to bring order.
I feel
You
it.
know what I'm saying? And then I can be peaceful. So I have to be not peaceful. I have to be chaotic in order to attain
right.
peace. You feel me? And that's not bliss.
No, far from bliss, honestly.
Not knowing how to be peaceful. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Not knowing how to have peace within yourself has to be tragic as
Nah,
hell.
it
like
is.
it just has to be like you ever, like Quay said one time. Like you ever met somebody that just always has something going on with them and they just don't have fucking peace? How can you live like that? Like why do you always
know.
want to live in constant turmoil and chaos?
Like every time you talk to them, you're like, yo, what's going on? And they tell you, nah, nothing's good, bro.
Oh man,
It's like,
my
damn.
fucking dad, man. Yeah, man. He
It's
needed,
like, damn,
he
bro.
needed a fucking heart transplant, man.
Damn, bro, you
know
ever
what I mean?
good?
He-
Is anything ever
Like, you
okay?
just
Give me a break, nigga. Damn, I'm sitting here fucked up.
I'm fucked up too. I ain't trying to hear you
goddamn.
fucked up.
Like, damn, nigga, I just walked out the house. Like, I was okay, nigga.
Now you
just
all
got to the
fucked
place
up.
of peace, nigga. You talking about your dad heart, nigga.
Now
I smoke.
peace is gone.
Damn.
Like Shut the fuck up.
Like, yo, I'm done.
Not only is your dad heart fucked up, now my heart fucked up from hearing your
Yeah,
story.
like,
Now, like,
you describing your dad, he just like me, nigga. I'm out of here too. Fuck, I don't want to think about that.
Like, damn.
Bro, nah, that's funny.
now
as
we
hell.
both out of here. Now you got two people to
like,
complain
now
about.
think about me. Like, the fuck?
Every time you cough, you go on Google, you're done up, bro.
This is so crazy.
Yo, yeah, just think about that.
Yeah,
just
nah.
think about Google searching your fucking
Your
like,
symptoms?
Yeah, your
Never go
symptoms.
on WebMD.
Don't
You're going to
do
die
it,
the next
yo.
day.
What the
You
fuck?
should have been dead yesterday.
I thought I was gonna die
You
2
was
days
dead
ago.
2 days ago.
This is just your ghost typing the symptoms
on
down.
some shit.
But speaking of ghosts,
That's
the
a
ghost
deep
of your
concept.
past
Ugh.
will always come back to you.
This what y'all wanted, yo.
And this is why people need to live in their truth and stop being who the fuck they think that people want them to be when these cameras turn on.
Hold on.
What?
Can I just say
Yes.
that if I think this is going where I
Oh,
think
it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
all right. That's the model of what everybody says living in your truth is, right? Like everybody says the way that the diddler was living, you feel me? Like they say like, all right, that nigga's living in his truth. Like he's partying, he's young, old, wild and free. You feel me? They say that shit is like, oh, he's living in his truth. Like he's rich. He fucks with multiple women. His girl is okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile,
Like they
his
say
girl
that
not.
shit is like, oh, like that's living his best life. Like
Nah, for shit, sure, but we're not really talking about the freak offs. I don't have
That's
anything.
living his best
no,
life.
and that's the freak offs is him living his best life. What he was doing with Carisha
and his truth.
and his
because
truth.
his girl, he don't have to have nothing in the darkness.
That's a fact.
Right. That's a
feel me?
piece of his
That's
truth.
a piece of his truth.
When
but-
I say living your truth, I mean your whole truth
Yeah.
and nothing
That's
but
not what
the
I'm
truth.
saying is the truth, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying that the masses
No, of course.
see
Accepting it as the truth.
living your fucking truth. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, but that's not. We know that that's not his truth. We know. First of all, we've been hearing about Diddy since we was in diapers.
That's for sure.
Before
That's
we
for sure.
even knew what anything was, we knew that Diddy wasn't shit back then, and we know he ain't shit now.
I wasn't surprised by any.
I wasn't either. And then you know what hit me when all this shit happened? Like I heard one of those memes in my head. Maturing is realizing that Suge Knight was the good guy, and it fucked me up. Like I heard that in my head.
shit.
Like, damn, I was afraid of the wrong nigga when I was a kid. Like I used to be afraid of Suge. You should have been afraid of Diddy for real. Like,
Because Diddy
if
had
we
a lot
being
to
honest,
prove.
you feel
Diddy
me?
was in the videos, right? He
so-
was shimmying, so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna shimmy my way. I'm gonna be a jokey joke."
So respectfully, it makes me look at Suge and them a lot different. Like they were really gangsters for coming to New York and doing that based on who Diddy is allegedly is / was. They were bold, but again, we're gonna
What
get
can you
into
it's like what can you respect more?
Right.
Do I respect the niggas that will smack the shit out you and be present with you up front and just tell you how they coming, or the nigga that hides in the closet and waits till you're asleep and then creeps
intended.
out and grabs your ass? You feel me? Like, like you feel me?
that's not
He
where I
was
thought it
grabbing
was
more
going.
than ass.
So,
Yeah.
but nah, I don't even want to make light of it. But we all saw the tape, guys. We all saw the footage. We all seen it. This is no denying. This is not alleged. He put fucking hands on that girl and Diddy did it. Diddy definitely did it.
And he been doing it.
He Cassie looked like she was trying to run,
Facts.
but she wasn't running. But she was trying to get up out of there. Diddy gave her a wallop, kicked her, stomped her, and dragged her back to a vase at her. And again, the topic comes up again of domestic violence and why people don't leave. And now you're getting all these people coming out the woodwork. Joe Budden speaks on it, but he's allegedly he's put hands on several women, and those women are popping up saying, "Hey, you got some nerve." Like, so it's like this line, this domestic violence line is insane. Because while Chris Brown, who had his issue at 19, is still put in next to Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's put next to Diddy, where Joe Budden straddles the line because
He on straddle. He's on the side too. He's on that side
he's
too.
not. He would have been canceled the way Chris was.
He probably just know the right people.
And that's he don't know more right people than Chris Brown.
He has better relationships
Does
he
he?
could.
on the business side.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably. It has to be something because there's no way that
I
people
mean,
get away
we've
scot-free.
never with Chris Brown. You've seen the bruises, and it was America. Well, the Caribbean sweetheart, he did it too at the time. You get what I'm saying? So And he was young. He was a big star. It was a big thing.
Who? Esther Baxter?
Oh shit! No, I'm talking about Chris and Rihanna.
Okay.
But with what
Well, yes, them her
Joe
too.
Budden sitting on Esther Baxter's chest and all this, Tahiri saying it, and then we can really get into this. This shit gets kind of
And
deep.
there was a case
He
with
was
him.
high.
And he was high.
He was high.
Still not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You know, you don't get that off. So it's like, where do we this domestic
Me and
violence
Joe
shit?
Budden, if we ever meet each other, bro, we gonna have to shoot a film.
He got.
Yeah, he gonna
wanna
try to
fight.
beat you
He
up.
gonna want to
Like,
fight, yo.
it's
I'm
okay,
like,
though.
yo, you.
He gonna wanna fight.
It's
It's
you that
okay,
be
bro.
talking
We
all
can
that
definitely
shit.
fade.
No, but listen, my thing.
What was your take on it? I
I
want to
don't
hear.
be violent. I just be speaking the truth.
No, right. I want to hear your take on it though. Both of y'all actually. Like, we seen the footage. I wasn't in shock that he did it. I was in shock that we were seeing it and how long it's been hidden.
See, all right. So my thing is, Diddy, people like that, sometimes they think that they can outsmart certain people. So he paid $50,000 to the hotel to hide the footage, right? But what they didn't know is that they gave Cassie a copy.
Damn, there's no way she sat on that footage for almost 8 years.
Who? That's okay. Let me put allegedly, right? Allegedly, $50,000 was paid, but a copy
shit
was given to Cassie. Who leaked it? We don't know. It could have been her. It could have been her team. It could have been her husband, because you know her husband got smoked for Diddy. So it could have. Me watching that video, I was more so like, damn, you are really hitting a woman that's trying to leave, because you clearly could tell he probably was trying to take a shower. She tried to put on her shit, tried to go. She's trying to be calm to leave, and he just comes down the hall. He probably called her name like Cassie, and she ain't answer. And you know she was getting on the elevator, but to hit a woman like that and then kick her when she's down. That's some coward shit.
That's the part that got me. You feel me? The part that got me was the kick while she was down. Like, you feel me?
Like,
and I'm not even being like, oh, you kicked her while you was down. But like, yo, to kick a John
for real,
while
bro.
she down, bro.
For real, bro.
Like while
with
she's
no
laying on the
shoes?
ground.
And it's not even to say that we're okay with everything he did before that, but the vitriol, the anger you gotta feel.
All right, yeah, let's stop laughing. I'm gonna stop laughing.
Like,
no, he really has a lot of
he got
anger
a lot
in
of
him.
anger.
Like I watched that interview when the interviewer asked her, like, the lady asked her a
shit.
question. She was
Do
like,
you have anything to confess tonight? And that nigga face said,
you see how nervous he was, and you can tell she tried her best to hold her composure. It's just, yo, Diddy's really a piece of shit. I know there's people, I stand with Diddy. You know, people go through things
Who the
and
fuck is saying
whatever.
that?
After seeing that footage,
You ain't
anybody
seen the
that's
people making a post like, he's a father who needs help. Or like that lady was like, we stand with you because he prayed on it. You know how many fucking people done prayed? So many fucking people pray.
Yeah, because
come on now. Hold on before you. I hate the motherfuckers who go there and they be like, oh God, this and God. Stop using the Lord's name in vain when you in some shit. I hate y'all bitches. I know a motherfucker right now that's dipping and dodging in gyms that done whooped my friend's ass for years. And now they claim to be this prophet of the Lord. Like, bitch, you a piece of shit too. So I'm biased when it comes to this topic. And I'm going to always be biased.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, my friend, the wrong person was taken away. That's how I feel, right? And on some shit, I really want... I'm not going to put a name on it, but if you watch the show, you know the history, you from around here, you know what's the deal. So, like, stop using God. Like, when people be like, I prayed on it, okay, so what you think, your sins are just washed the fuck away now because you prayed on the shit? Because you just beat somebody for all these years? Now you fucking prayed on it and all this forgiven? No, it don't fucking work like that.
Sadly.
It don't work like that.
Sadly.
No, it don't.
Based on I'm not God. You feel me? Don't attack me.
Neither am I, but I'm just saying, like, you have to have some fucking, like, you have to have a responsibility as a person to know that if you're going to be, like, using God as an excuse, you at least have to change. You at least have to do some fucking good in this world. You have to do something. You still can't be a piece of shit and then hide behind God.
But they'll never really, they don't get it. The specific person you might be talking about, because it's like several people that come to mind, but the specific person, right, the specific person you're talking about, if he's using God in
he's using God.
No, right, he's using God, but he's also using the people around him. Because the thing is, I always wonder in these situations, like, it's the same thing we're questioning about the people that was around Diddy. Did these people that were, shooting for you and working with you and rocking with
Yes,
you? Do they know?
They knew.
Do they know?
The thing about God, right?
Here we go.
Because I'm not gonna say this. Pardon me, I misspoke. I'm not gonna say that. Here's the thing about God. I'm gonna say that. Here's the thing about Christianity, right? The thing about Christianity is, or even Catholicism, is the fact that you can go and sit and tell your pastor or your whoever, you feel me, your bishop, whatever. You can sit in the confessional. You can say all your sins, and he say, "Yo, I'll wipe all your sins away. Sins. For all you got to do is this,
read
and
this, tell me, do whatever." Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, all right, cool. Baptists, you know what I'm saying. They say, boom, you pray, you forget, you ask the Lord for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying. He'll forgive all your sins, right? Yo, with that ideology, right? So since we're in this era of knowing, right? Like, we say like, yo, it's fucked up to the point, like, you feel me? Because we're a Christian country. So, yo, all you got to do is, nigga, you might get to the end of your life. You could be 89 years old if you was going to die at 90,
and
nigga.
right before you go, you just ask for forgiveness.
It don't fucking work like
and
that.
then you're fine, right? But
that's
then they say, oh, you don't know, but you don't know the date or the time, so now's the time, right?
Right.
But what if this nigga just got lucky all these years, and then at the time he felt it, you feel me? Right before he died, he said,
ask for forgiveness.
God, forgive me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally don't subscribe to that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's how people think. That's really how. So it's like, yo, if you whoop somebody's ass and you beat them up and down the hotel hallway or the block, whatever, you feel me? You did that. And you ask God for forgiveness, yo, you don't think, let's just think logically for a second, dumb brother, you feel me? Like, you don't think that this person's pain, this person's hurt, you don't think that is coming, like, you think nothing is coming back from that? Like, you think you could just say, have a private prayer with God?
I'm with him.
I'm having a private prayer with God. Like, you had nothing to do with it.
I'm with you on that. No, I'm with you on that. I'm 100% with him on that, because it's like, yeah, let's say you did give your life to God, you got baptized, all that dumb shit. Like, let's say you did all that, right?
But what about the person?
No, right. What about the person you hurt? What about the people who were hurt because of the person you hurt?
What about the nigga that you
like,
killed?
There's a lot that goes into
what
it.
about
Like,
his family?
Exactly.
What about his son?
Right.
You can't forget about the person that you're hurting, because what about them? So the way, the ideology or the thought behind it, okay, God is here with everybody. He's in us and all of us. What about this person? He's just not focusing on you because you a piece of shit. He's focusing on the person that's hurt too.
I'm going to ask the question, yo, because the way I feel maybe isn't the way everyone else feels. Is domestic violence accepted in our culture? It's a heavy question, and I'm asking it because some of the niggas that are like the one we talking about specifically, he's around. He's getting, you know what I'm saying? He's around. He's living his life normal day to day with people either knowing or not knowing he did this egregious thing, right? They don't know if he's done this.
Because God forgives. God forgives. That's the logic behind it.
Are you supposed to wear that? Is he supposed to come up to a new client and say, "Hi, I'm a former abuser.
This is what I did.
This is what I did."
No,
you feel me?
Come on now,
absolutely not.
No, I'm not saying.
Because who would? You feel me?
Not right. I get that. I'm not saying go up to people and, hi, my name
DV
is my name is whatever. I am whatever. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you can't be a past abuser and speak negatively or judge people and do the shit that you do.
Say shit about Diddy.
Yeah, hold on. Why can't you? Because you could be a reformed gangster.
You have to. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to actually reform.
But
so you're saying he out here still beating ass?
I'm not saying that. We don't know that. Listen, I don't know what he's doing now. I don't care what he's doing now. But I just am passionate about this topic just because my friend's not here to speak up for herself, and when she was speaking up for herself, nobody listened, and it seems like nobody cared. And now it's just like we're supposed to just walk around here and forgive this person and pray to God. Listen, I've prayed to God and figured out how I'm going to forgive. There is no forgiveness. I don't have that forgiveness because the forgiveness is gone. Like
the person that it happened to is gone.
So the person, when they left this world, they didn't forgive. So how can I forgive? I ain't
There's
God.
no way. So, and
They
personally,
would ask you, what would Jesus do?
And Jesus told me that Jesus knows my heart.
Jesus made you.
God
made
knows
me.
your heart.
Jesus
Jesus
too.
would be like, what the fuck you got going on?
Well, fuck it. Allah know me.
Not just switching up.
Shout out to Allah. Allah
Nah,
is God,
right.
man.
No, it's all the same, right?
Same
but
shit.
it's like it's gonna contradict what I've said about Chris Brown. Breezy with Chris Brown's situation. I don't think all domestic issues are created equal. Let's start there. I just
That's
don't.
so funny.
I really don't. I don't. What happened between Chris Brown and Rihanna, two 19, 18-year-old kids in a car, whatever the actual issue was, I don't know. Whatever happened between them two, where they both seemed like they were in an altercation with each other, that's one thing. Where they fought. I don't think Chris Brown was like literally in there just punching Shorty in the head and nothing was happening on the other side because they both grew up looking at domestic violence, right?
Right.
So to them, it might have been a normalized thing. Where you got somebody like Diddy, who,
Diddy even slapped his mom.
all right, Diddy's an abuser.
Sick nigga.
Yeah, it's a sick ass nigga. He's a coward. What he did to Cassie on tape, like we saw that shit. And I think a couple of y'all niggas is safe because we don't got y'all on tape doing this shit. That's why I feel like a lot of these niggas feel cool and they can hide where they hiding at and they could be comfortable when stuff like this comes up because the only people that know you did this shit is the woman you did it to, a couple of her family members, and you. And nobody really judges it. Like I'm watching abusers every day walk around and chill and hang out and just live. And it's like, damn, like nobody's doing anything about it. So do we care for real?
Yo.
Or do we only
People
care when it's
only
a
care-
celebrity?
Hold on,
No, people
because-
only care when it's themselves or somebody that
Or
they
celebrity.
like or a celebrity or that's when
That's halfway true, V.
it's
That's
that
halfway
no,
true.
it's true because if somebody's getting
Right,
their ass
right.
with, how many people step up for that person? How many times have
Not enough.
we've seen, like even on the internet? Let's just take it there. How many times have we seen people say, "Oh, if I see something going on, I'm gonna just mind my business because blah blah blah." No, even
All right,
if
hold
it's
on.
wrong.
Swing in the other direction, right? You feel me? There will be people that care, right? Like I cared before, right? And
Before or now?
I'm not, because I don't want to pinpoint the situation. You feel me? That's
Right.
why I'm trying to choose my words correctly. Like, you feel me? But it was a situation where I cared before for someone else, right? Like, and I'm ready to crash the fuck out. Like, you feel me? Like, who the fuck is you, nigga? You feel me? And you know what I'll do to you? You feel me? Like, on that type time, like, but she went back to that nigga. You feel me? Hold on. And then it happened again. And you know what? She went back with that nigga. You feel me? And now I'm bugging. You feel me? Now it's, oh, Quay, you wilding. Like, oh, you out of bounds. Like, you feel me? So it's like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? So where does that put you on
Right.
default? You feel me? So where's
Right.
my default now? Like, where do I set myself up to continue in the future, right? So it's like, all right, now it's like, bro, do I mind my fucking business? You feel me? Because
she gonna keep
be
going
I
back.
get that
going
sentiment.
back to
Listen,
this
I get
nigga.
that sentiment,
And I'm
and
not
people do
saying
go
that's
with back.
what I chose, because
No, I get it.
chose, like, I'm always gonna press up. You feel me? And then you gonna have to tell me to fall back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I chose.
No, right. And that's like whoever it is, that's your job. Like you're always supposed to be there for whoever the person is because sometimes, a lot of times, these people are scared. They're used to it. They think that is normal. They are complacent in the situations that they're in. If
Both of
you've
them
never
will fuck
been
around
a
and jump
victim,
you.
the way that the abuser manipulates you and scares you and the scare tactics that they use, you're scared just because you don't outwardly show it because these women are then masculine because of what they're going through.
Right.
So a lot of times how they feel gets diminished because they come off masculine because they have to because they're always in survival mode. So it's like you always want to still be there for them because one day they're going to open up their eyes. They will open up their eyes. And if they don't, but it's still your job to still be there for them. I get that it could be exhausting. It
frustrating,
could be
all that.
frustrating and tiring because you're like, what the fuck? You deserve better. But it's still your job, I feel like. If this is somebody you care about and you love, it's your job to still stand on that person's neck, whether they go back to that person or not.
Yo, you know what, man? I'm gonna have a real moment right now.
Talk to us,
Like,
bro.
So it was a moment where all of that shit that you just said was true, right? Like That's how niggas was carrying it, right? Like, all right, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't give a fuck what she talking about. You feel me? I'm still gonna press her because he's not about to be here whooping your ass, right? You feel me? And rest in peace, my uncle. You feel me? My Uncle Pooh, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know my Uncle Pooh. You feel me? You know what's going on. Pour some out. You feel me? Bro, he pressed the situation. You feel me? And not in no way where it's like, oh, I pulled up on you on some gangster shit. I did da-da-da. Nah, it was happening in front of you. You feel me? And you stepped up to do, you feel me? Like what the fuck? Da-da-da. Plug. You feel me? Right in your heart. You dig what I'm saying? Like, in raps. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and the nigga, he already did his time and he coming home. Like, you dig what I'm saying?
But
like
your uncle's gone.
You feel me?
For
so
stepping
it's
in.
It's unfortunate. There's extremes to everything.
And I'm just saying, it's like, yo, it's a hard situation to
because it's three perspectives in this. Like as I'm listening, it's three perspectives. It's the abuser's perspective.
Yes.
It's the one that's being abused, and then it's the watcher. Whether the watcher is someone who's either heard about it, watched it, knows about it, whatever the situation is, it's the watcher. And as most of us are watchers, because we know someone who did it, we know someone who is an abuser, we know someone who's been abused. What do you expect a watcher to do in a situation where a watcher can lose their life trying to protect someone they care about who's being manipulated by the abuser to make them feel like this is the only person they care about? And then this watcher loses their life, and now the people around the watcher are suffering and then saying, why did you jump in? It wasn't even your fucking business. Like, the levels where this goes, like this domestic violence, it's like, it's a chain, it's a loop. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going and manifests in different ways. And the loop is, in my opinion, even if it starts with a man, starts abusive man, abuses a woman. They finally break up. Abusive woman gets with new man. Abusive woman abuses this man. He now thinks abuse is normal. In his next relationship, because he's not going to stay with the woman that's abusing him, in his next relationship, he abuses new woman who's probably never been abused before. Cycle starts all over again. It's crazy. Like, at what point, who do we put responsible for fixing it? Because now, let's take it to another level. In modern day, monogamous, healthy relationships, there is a certain level of physical conflict that can occur in even the healthiest of marriages or relationships. And what ends up happening in those, you'll get most of the guys tell you, yeah, I had to grab her up, or yeah, I had to this because she kind of went off the handle. And in those situations, I hate to think that because as a man, you had to defend yourself from a woman advancing to attack you, you are now considered an abuser or put in the same bubble as a Diddy or even allegedly Joe. But like, you don't want to be in these bubbles because it's like, hold on, shorty picked up a knife and was charging at me. I had to grip her up and put her in a hold until she might have passed out to get the knife out. But I just put hands on a woman though.
Okay, well,
if you put the video on, if there's a video and you only catch it when I'm headlocking her, it looks like I put shorty to sleep.
Right.
I don't know if y'all remember that viral video of skinny dude was walking into a closet and a bigger shorty just started walloping him. And the video, if it starts in the middle where he turns around and starts piecing her, oh my God, he's abusive. Oh my God. Even better example, Tahiri. Since we on Joe Budden, right? Mm-hmm. Tahiri and Vado. This is something you could look up yourself. Tahiri throws two hard-ass apples at this nigga Vado's head.
You ever got hit with apples before?
Fam, them shits hurt.
That shit hurts.
Them shits hurt. Tahiri throws two hard apples at Vado's head.
An apple at you.
Yeah, listen, it fell. I had an apple fall on my head. That shit hurt. So I can't imagine somebody pitching that shit. Two hard apples at your head. You don't react immediately. You just like, yo, what the? And you like, you're trying to do the right thing in the moment and not, go crazy in the moment because like, yo, you just really disrespected me. You violated me. But now you antagonize me the whole time. Then when we're forced to sit together on this show, the next thing out your mouth is pretty much blaming me for you throwing apples in my face. So then Vado gets up and starts choking her out, right?
He bartered her.
And and it's like in a situation like that, in my opinion, I still think Tahiri's in the wrong. But on the show, the doctor told Tahiri, you did nothing to cause that reaction.
Hell no. See, I like Tahiri. I really do. But I'm not sitting here about to defend. If you throw apples at me and it takes me a while to process it and I fucking end up Bart Simpson choking you the fuck out, stop playing with me. Because women, that's my thing. I have a son and I have daughters. I'm going to teach my daughters, if you put your hands on someone, expect to get hit back. I'm going to tell my son, if a woman is hitting on you, you're going to have to clock her.
No,
like,
you got to leave. I say leave. If a woman puts hands on, I tell my son that all the time. I tell him that all the time. If a woman, the moment she ever...
She going to throw a fucking apple at your head.
He got to go. He got to go. Because it's such a thin, like it gets really thin.
But what's his name? Vado, he's not an abuser. He was just reacting to the abuse. She was getting, allegedly, Tahiri was getting beat on by Joe Budden, right? So, again, like you mentioned, she now carried that abuse. She thought she was reactionary to how, she reacted to her situations before. So then she threw the apples at Vado and started beating his ass or like hitting him or whatever. So he's like, hold up, bitch, you ain't about to do that to me. So, again, in my opinion, she's definitely in the wrong. You can't throw fucking hard-ass apples at somebody's face and then think that shit's sweet and then antagonize me not to want to whoop your ass. Like, it's not happening.
But before she was in the wrong, someone was in the wrong to her. And my question is, how? Like,
so it's Joe Budden fault.
Allegedly. So it's like, how do we nip this cycle in the bud?
People
like,
gotta want to help themselves, too.
How do we stop this shit? Because fuck Diddy, right? Fuck him. Not, you know what I mean. No Diddy.
He been getting fucked.
How do you, like, because the issue is domestic violence.
Yes.
But there's no clear cut of what's...
Bro, I personally don't think there is an answer to that question, bro.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Because as long as we have domestic situations, then we will have domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have domestic disputes, period. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, we could only prepare or raise our children to move correctly, to either not I'm not saying like, or defend yourself, or if this happens, because of course you want to do that,
right? But
you want to like raise your children to even react properly to conflict. You know what I'm saying? Like within a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, all right, boom. We got this situation that, and yo, rest in peace, man. Robert Hollenshed, man. Rest in peace in my grandfather, you feel me?
Rest in peace, Pop Pop.
Rest in peace, Pop Pop, man. He said, one thing he told me was keep it light. You feel me? And keep it light. Like, it's just like, yo, that shit, like that one simple sentence translated into
so many things.
Yeah. Bro. It's just like, yo, keep it light.
Yep, stay light on your feet.
You know what I'm saying? You dealing with you dealing with your girl and this shit get hot and heavy, you feel me? Bro, keep it light, you feel me? Like that keep it from getting deep.
It's
you feel
100%.
Me? Like that keep it from getting deep, bro.
And it's a sad,
keep it light.
It's a sad conversation because I don't think enough men or women again, I'm saying the good relationships because there's a lot of good relationships that we don't highlight. But even in those, the domestic issues that are there or that were there had to happen for them to get to where they are now. You get what I'm getting at? Like, they had to go through, you had to go through some of the traumas that she might have had from before you, or even him, the traumas he had before you.
Even raise your sons, raise your daughters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Raise them to know that conflict can be handled with intellect rather than violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like that's just like and I don't know who beat their kids. I don't know who don't. You feel me?
What?
But what I'm saying, like, cause bitch, I got a lot of beatings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. That was the culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Don't say it too loud.
But what I'm saying is like I don't like did I give out a beating before? Yeah, I gave out a beating before. But you know what I'm saying? Like, is that my strategy? Like, is that how I raise my sons and daughter? No. You feel me? Because I can outthink you. I can out intellect you. My brain works on a deeper capacity than yours. So it's nothing that you can do or say that I can't outthink you to come up with a solution for this problem right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Solution based is always the way to go. There's ways that you can solve problems and
Teach
relationships.
you how to deal with your emotions.
Even when as siblings, when they
ones.
start hitting each other, they don't need to hit each other. Like there's no reason for anybody to sit there and put hands on each other unless it's literally for self protection in the most wildest situations. But I really feel I agree with Quay. There's no way to actually solve people from domestic violence issues because one, the abuser is still going to manipulate the abusee. So it's like the abusee is already scared, and then
It's always gonna be disagreement.
It's always gonna be a disagreement, and then when you try to step in, now you the bad guy, like he said. But are you willing to die being a bad guy, literally? Rest in peace to your uncle, or are you willing to just like bring it up and whatever? Like it's just so deep.
It is.
And it's nasty work. But again, it's like he also said, it's how you raise your children and you teach your children. My thing is, whoever hits who first on that first hit, stop forgiving this person.
Yeah,
I just feel
stop.
like it just is like, I know it's so harsh to say because like you said, there are good relationships out there and they did overcome these adversities, but hitting
you gotta think
is
about
not
it.
an adversity you need to face.
You got to think about it. Even in the Tahiri situation, she's probably been through a whirlwind of motherfuckers really putting hands on her, and that's all she knows how to do is to react that way. But it would then take a strong and or stupid man to stay through that to help her get through that.
She is older though.
She's older, so it's like she might be stuck, and that's not. You might be, you might not be. I don't know Tahiri personally to ever, you know what I'm saying, to really cast judgment. I'm just using her as an example for a much more general statement where there's people that are really going through this shit. So it's like, then it brings me back to the actual fucking abusers.
But then, now that you say it, just because this person was abusive to this person doesn't mean that person will be abusive to the next
person. That's a
so
fact.
It's like that's another way of saying it too.
But would their next person be okay with them if they knew they were an abuser?
Yes, people are selfish. As long as it's not being done to them, they don't care.
So if Shorty, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if his current situation knew what he did, we're not talking about a couple slaps, a push. We're talking about dragging motherfuckers upstairs, leaving bruises to the point where, again, one of the memories that sticks out to me, it doesn't leave my brain, is how she lit up coming to party with us on New Year's. Like, that doesn't leave my brain. So for me,
I'm pretty sure the person didn't delve into details on everything that they did, but the person knows. The person knows that, again, if it's not being done to you, why do you care? That's how people are. People are fucking selfish.
Maybe
that's
it's
wicked.
not. Maybe it's not. Why do you care? It's like, yo.
It's I'm sorry, I don't care. That's what they say.
Yeah, nah. But when you deal with somebody, if you're gonna deal with them from a place of not judging them, right? You know what I'm saying? That's of God. You right? Like, hold on.
These are religious people.
No. I'm walking with you.
Supposedly.
We've touched on this basis of conversation before, because it's as surface as once a cheater, always a cheater. Once an abuser, always abuser. So do you trust this man who used to beat the shit out of the woman before to be with you and protect you and not put hands on you, or will you be surprised when he does it? Or a motherfucker who used to touch kids, do you trust that motherfucker to babysit? That's what I'm saying. It could go
because what urge is deeper? Is your sexual urge deeper than your urge to slap a bitch? You feel me?
I think they're
it's
both
just
pretty
like,
powerful.
Hold on. I don't mean to lie.
No,
I don't mean to
right? We laugh to get through the pain. Y'all know this, yo.
Yeah, cause like it's like, yo, all right, your urge to do some freaky shit. I don't give a fuck how old you is, nigga. You feel me? We know the older you get, the freakier you get, nigga, because the less pussy you get, the less bitches talking to you. So, you know what I'm saying? You get nastier, nigga, as you get older. So we never really forgive a nigga that do some sexual shit because we know that shit just get deeper.
No.
But when it comes to like laying hands or some shit, it's like, yo, bro.
But look at Diddy. He's
learned
responsible for both. He's freaky and abusive.
Diddy's the ultimate
freaky
scumbag.
abuser.
A freaky abuser.
That
is
shit might
crazy.
turn some people on. You feel me? You never know.
I mean, shit.
But-
What's the
But-
name like Golden
but-
Showers?
But
power to you. She unfollowed him, too.
It's easier to
shit.
forgive somebody for lashing out, right, than it is
For
one of
lashings.
those acts.
I just
know
would
what I'm
love
saying?
to
It's
test
like,
the
yo.
theory without necessarily. I don't have a vendetta against the nigga. You understand what I'm getting at?
Bitch, you
I don't
better
have a
than me.
vendetta against the nigga. I would love to test the theory if everyone around him knew exactly the things he did. How would they operate? Because
It would still be the same.
I
They
d-
operate around him now.
I
His
was
boy
about to
literally.
say, I don't
There's
think
no
this is
way.
a grand conspiracy, bro.
There's no way they know.
I think
Yes,
this
they
is
do.
just is what it is, bro.
You know what we
Like-
talking about?
Like, you ever heard of Gene
He know
Dill?
who we talking about.
You ever heard of what?
Gene Dill.
Who
Who
that?
that?
Gene Dill. He was Diddy bodyguard. He was a bodyguard.
Oh yeah,
for-
Gene. Yeah, Gene been. Yeah,
Oh,
he been
that's the
chatting.
one who said that Diddy slapped his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been chatting
I'm saying?
a lot.
Oh yeah. He's been giving it all.
But
up.
for
Feel me?
years though.
Yeah. He
Why
been-
why did they have a falling out? Did he fire him or something? Did he fire security or he just quit?
Nah, I just think this nigga just
Ran his
old.
course, yeah, Gene just ran his course.
Type shit. You feel me?
But a
So-
nigga like Gene, a nigga like Gene, it's like you're kind of balancing job security with
So they're asking why he didn't do anything, and it's it's that, like, because bro, job security versus like what? How much? You feel me?
Like,
Money
what am I gonna get?
make
Like-
versus
then-
watching Pablo
and then
versus
this
watching
is the,
Diddy? Come on,
right?
now.
This is the whole abuser, abusee, and watcher. While he was the watcher, instead of going directly to Diddy to say anything, he actually told Cassie a few times, like, "Yo, why you?" You know what I'm saying? And then what did Cassie do? Turn around and tell Diddy. And now Diddy's calling him into the office to have a conversation that's very uncomfortable because at the end of the day, what do you really care about? Cassie getting her ass beat or you getting your paycheck? Because Cassie is not going to help you. Because when you try to help her, she threw you under the bus. So it's kind of like,
fuck Kaz.
for real, no, in that moment, it's like, yo, fuck her. And then this is the same thing that happens with other watchers where it's like, yo, I try to help you, bitch, and you went right back. Fuck you. Like, I'm not wasting my energy doing this. And then when something happens, everybody's, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what's the reaction? What reaction should you really have as a watcher if you've tried to help? And the person you tried to help,
Man, just off the person. Do it for them.
nah, that's too much
Yeah, bro,
involvement.
because
that's
this
tough.
this my
I'm
thing,
joking.
right? From a distance, many things can look like many things. You know what I'm saying?
Domestic violence is ass.
Yeah, it really it is, bro, because it's matters of the heart. You
Yeah.
feel me? So when you get into matters of the heart, man, like things start to get real cloudy. It's not just a straightforward thing. So
All right.
you know what I mean?
But
From
wrong
a distance,
is
bro.
Wrong
you
is
could-
still wrong, right?
Wrong is still wrong, bro. But guess what, bro? If she spit in your face, smacked you a couple times, did this, like, and then you reacted from a distance, man. Like it
Looks
might
like
just
you-
look like
you
you
went
a
crazy.
wild nigga.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just
And
punished
hey,
her.
yo, hold on, time out. And I don't want to make any excuses for fuck niggas.
No, far from
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't that.
But
that's a scenario you
what
just
can
kicked that makes
understand
sense.
It's just like, yo, every situation is different, bro. You feel me? Like,
Remember the young boy?
I don't know.
No, you remember
Can
the
we have
young
a real
boy?
conversation here today.
No,
man?
we talk. Remember the young boy that was singing on the little viral videos? Don't you love when I cry? And that the big girl on the bed
yeah.
slapped the shit out of him. You see his eyes welling up.
We laugh
the water.
at that shit.
You know what?
I
Fuck.
thought that was messed up.
When I first saw the video, I didn't laugh.
Feel wild bad for that nigga.
I felt when I saw his eyes watering up, I said, bro, is he stuck? Like, does this nigga need help? And that's what a lot of people felt. They sent the money, they did this. Then there's another video of her trying to lash out at him, and he defends himself. Like, he grips up, like, I told you, you're not gonna keep fucking him. And I'm like, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your foot down. But what I really want to say is, bro, you gotta go. Like, you gotta leave. Like, why? I'm not asking any abusee to tell me. I've never been abused to the level the things that y'all go through, I cannot fathom. I can't even begin to act like I understand what y'all go through. But you can't be upset at me as a watcher, as someone who can intervene and might get in trouble or might get killed for intervening, for asking, yo, why don't you leave?
Yeah.
It's hard for a watcher not to ask that question. I'm sorry. So I feel like the same way.
Easy, bro.
No. I feel like the same way the abusee gets the grace of, oh, it's hard to leave. The watcher should get the grace for asking that question multiple times.
I mean, but what's wrong with, like, it's a question. No one should get offended over a question.
They fucking hate that question because that's going to be my question always. Like, yo, you've
been on both. I've been on both sides. So when somebody asks me, I'm like, I'm just scared. I'm just honest. I was scared.
She was scared, and it's like you're honest enough to answer that. But then, like, let's say I knew you back then, I'd have been like, yo, scared of what? He can't. What can he do?
You don't understand that when you're in the situation.
And that's the key. I'm not in the situation, and however you have been manipulated to the point to think that this nigga is your world.
You have to think about like the isolation process that they put you through. Like they try to isolate you from your family, your friends, and like if you try to overstep those boundaries, they're whooping your ass. Like, and it's crazy to even think about it, but it's just like they'll really diminish you. So that's why I was saying like usually the abusee isn't really protected because that person is portraying or giving off masculine energy because of what they're going through. So they're always on edge. So that's another reason why too. They're like, oh, you such a strong person. Why don't you leave? Bitch, the person don't want to be strong. We want to be weak. Yeah. But we getting our ass whooped, but we don't got no choice but to be strong.
And maybe it's not the right time to rebut that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying rebut it, but it's like
this is such a fucking sticky.
Like because it's like how do you differentiate the niggas, the predators, right?
Right.
Because that sounds like a predator. You know what I'm saying? A nigga who will prey on your weakness, right?
Of
like
course.
And with you not knowing, you know what I'm saying? With that, I'm praying you not knowing that I'm really not gonna kill your mom. I ain't really gonna kill
I'm
your
gonna
dad,
tell you I'm gonna kill
right?
your mom.
I'm
gonna kill your dad.
You feel me?
If you leave, I'm gonna
say
kill your
all that
new
shit,
nigga.
Right?
Because it's in your head.
Versus
but some people really have.
Versus the nigga that, you feel me? Like, oh, shorty, like, oh, you press his buttons, like, on purpose. Like, you just like, all right, oh, you a bitch. Oh, you a da-da-da. You feel me? Oh, you this, da-da-da. You just kept pressing nigga buttons, and then this nigga just went the fuck off, you feel me, and grabbed you on some shit. And it's like, those two niggas aren't in the same boat, right?
They're not, but it's so...
But,
the line,
people will put them in the same
Remember
boat.
the line we talked about a while ago?
Because look, I'm not saying that to let you like all right, bro. Like I don't
I'm still with you.
You know, I understand that.
I'm still with you. It's so interesting because you're right.
But there's a grand difference between them two niggas.
But the difference, me and you understand there's a difference. But does the world view those two men as different?
No.
I'm with you. I agree with you that there's a difference between the man who got the apple still at his fucking head and yoked you up, and then the dude that is telling you, if you leave this house tonight, I'm gonna kill your mother. So lay it as that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
one of the weakest shit that I've ever heard a man hit a woman for is because he was called big for nothing and a failure.
And he hit her.
And he took it out on the person. And I'm just... like you just proved that, bro. Like you just proved whoever told you, right, you are big for nothing.
So you couldn't fight the nigga.
He might have never heard them words in his life. He might have never heard them words in his life, and that shit hurt that nigga to the core.
But why aren't you taking it out on a person that told you it? Why are you going home to a woman to...
Look, I ain't in that nigga places. I ain't, and I'm not standing up
and they must have been true. Well, it is true, but it must have been true for you to react like that. Like, yo, big for nothing, sorry, pathetic. Like, you can't be mad at a woman for that.
You throwing straight darts at that nigga thing. Pathetic. Pathetic.
That is pathetic. Like, that's my thing. Like, why do you feel so strong with a woman? Like, no shit, we can't beat men.
And it fucks my head up because I can't fathom... close.
Like, look how big your hand is to my face. Like, can you imagine
this?
Like, I'm gonna be
Jesus
asleep.
Christ.
I'm gonna be
bro.
asleep until 2026.
And that's what I'm saying. Yo, no matter how upset Vanessa has gotten me, I've never.
I don't even do anything.
Yeah,
like,
I've never in my
Lord.
life,
only imagine.
even in the anger. Don't listen to Shorty, yo. In the anger, in the midst of the anger, I've never pictured myself closing these massive hands to sock
at
you right in the
And
kiss.
punching this shit.
Punching?
Yo, bro.
Yo, what? Punching a woman?
Bro, listen, bro. Punching a John, bro, like
Closed fist.
Rob hand bigger than mine.
Come on, so like to
But bitch,
yo,
I can't
this?
imagine punching a bitch in my full force.
I can't. Like, okay, if you have to grab
let me
her
get
up.
that for you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, my queen. Yo, Dr. Umar. Nah, but like I can't imagine like full strengthening you. Like
that shit's crazy. Like you really are a coward ass man if you have to close fist a woman.
Hold on,
like
but
that.
stop saying coward because
they wouldn't do that with men.
They wouldn't do that with niggas.
All right, yeah. There's a lot of pussy ass niggas, right? But then there's a lot of niggas that was just trapped in a situation. So it's just like, bro, I don't feel like that's a coward thing to do.
What?
I think that is a bit like it's like you weak. You feel me? Like you're a weak ass nigga. Like I feel like that's a stronger statement is to call a nigga weak because you say
like it's
coward.
stronger than
It's
them
just
saying
like
coward?
coward is like, all right, what are you testing me? What are you testing me to go forward and actually whoop your ass? I'm not afraid to whoop your ass. I'm not afraid of you, bitch. You feel me? Like I'll actually
Don't ever say it like that ever
I see
again.
what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I see what he's saying.
I'm saying
No,
it's
I
like,
get it. Yeah, because it's a
how do
woman.
we frame it? Because you know, once a bitch say,
Because then
once
that nigga,
a woman
if
say
a woman
some
says,
shit like
you fucking coward,
you're a
you wanna
fucking
put
coward,
your,
like
I'm a coward,
you
come
might
here.
set that nigga off.
Yeah, I'm showing you I ain't scared. And
Yeah,
then
like you
he
might
really
set that nigga off by saying some shit like that. So don't say no shit.
Listen, I remember, here's
Don't
a
say
quick little
that.
story. I remember I was having a back and forth with someone, and I didn't call them a coward. I said, you a fucking weenie. Like,
Call that nigga a pussy.
how you
a
get
pussy,
so
nigga.
upset over somebody calling? It's not like I said pussy. It's not like I
'Cause
called
that
you.
shit-
Call him a
that shit
pussy.
hit him
a
in
pussy.
that-
If you call a nigga pussy, that hit less. That hit a little less harder than a coward. Like you call a
Coward
nigga
is
a coward.
Yeah, but
like,
what's
you're a
wrong with the
fucking coward.
weenie? Like, it's like,
Weenie's worse than coward.
Yeah, weenie's
Because
worse than coward.
I ain't calling a nigga. If I call a nigga, I'm like, yo, you a weenie. Like, I really think you
Fucking weenie,
soft.
nigga.
Like,
I think it's a
you
W.
gotta put fucking in front of whatever you.
fucking weenie, nigga. Like, you really look like, yo, you're beneath. You're a
Yeah,
gliz.
like you're a weenie.
you're a
nigga.
weenie,
Like a
Stop
weenie. Like,
It's like when niggas in New York used to call niggas herbs. Like, yo, bro, you a herb for
Yeah, you a
real.
fucking
Bro, you a
herb,
fucking
like-
herb. Like, and every time they call a
Oh,
nigga a
shit.
herb, I can just picture me putting my thumb on their forehead and just mushing them. And I'm like, yeah, you a fucking herb. Like,
Oh my
so
God.
words like weenie and herb, it's like
coward.
That coward.
Like, it's
it
like,
digs
bro,
a little deeper.
he's not really a coward
No, but-
for kicking your ass. I'm sorry.
He's a
I'm
bitch.
sorry. He's. You feel me?
He's
He's
a
something.
bitch.
He's something. We need to find a better word.
He's very
Big
weak.
coward.
What they call this nigga?
Yeah, he's very weak-minded.
He's
Yeah.
a bitch.
He's sensitive. He's too emotional.
Yeah.
Probably very feminine.
He frolics in the flowers.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why
and
he's
that's
mad.
another thing too. Yo,
Frolics in the flowers.
frolics in the flowers is crazy.
Listen, guys, we're going to shift gears here because I'm tired of talking about
Weak-ass
strong
niggas.
men that
Oh, my
weakly
God.
attack women. It's
Them niggas
crazy.
is bitches.
But I do have a great story for today. Y'all know what time it is on this show. Hey, ladies and germs. Whoo, playing with my friend's mother. She's a great cook. Very attentive to me when we creep. She's catching feelings, but I'm just playing around. Her head skills are fire, but she has no walls, no grip. Sex is like throwing a hot dog down an alley. I can never take her seriously. She said outright that it's time we tell my friend that we're a couple. We ain't though. And my man would unalive me on the spot if he knew. I ain't dying for this loose woman. How to let her go without losing my friend or my life. Advice.
Hey, brother. Yo, cracking your man's mom is already like violation.
You've crossed
crossed
many lines.
There's no, you know what I'm saying? When we always talk about the line you cross, there's no coming back from that line. Cause technically you that nigga stepdaddy and that, like that's my man's and I'm cracking his mother. Bro,
Would you still be cool with your boy if he was cracking your mom?
I'll shoot that nigga.
How about you, Quay?
My bad. I just took a shot. No, absolutely no way. Fuck you mean?
Nah, that's like.
But my thing
Hold
is,
on,
out of all
I was fucking his mom?
no, if
Nah,
he
I
was
wouldn't.
fucking
If
your
he was
mom,
fucking my mom.
No.
yeah.
Come on now. The fuck?
It's like I'd rather you fuck my baby moms than my mother. My ex, the ex I loved than my mother.
Yeah,
my
'cause I can
ex-wife.
leave her. My mom.
Yeah,
my
mother.
mom.
I came out of that coochie you going into, nigga. We are not related.
When you put it like that.
Yeah, like we not related, brother. Like, nah. That.
But still need her groove back.
Like, if a nigga fuck your sister, you can get past that. If a nigga fuck a cousin, a aunt even, you can get
Not
past
her
that.
auntie.
But your mother?
Yeah,
Your mother, my
not the
nigga?
constants in my life. Not my baby mom,
Yo.
which can't change. Not my mother that can't change.
Like,
Not the shit that can't change.
I mean, your baby mom be out, not, well, of course not yours, but your baby mother's outside for real. If you ain't with her, somebody else will be.
Hey.
You feel me? Like, but your mother,
He
my
bugging.
man, you said you my man's, and you cracking my mom after
He's
you get the
bugging.
plates?
Yeah, he's bugging.
Nah, bro, you gotta go. So
My thing is, as a mother too, like, why are you messing with your friend, your son's friend? Like, can
Yo.
you see the like? I get it happens, but like,
corny bitch.
what?
You was
What?
a corny bitch. Like, you feel me? Respectfully.
nah,
like, you was
facts.
a corny John. You feel me? Or you was a fat John that them 90s niggas ain't really gobble up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the
And
boy
then-
is loose like an
And then
alley.
you ran into some young niggas because you know them young niggas gonna run down on that bird box. Like, you know what's going on.
Oh my. Well, listen, guys. Make sure that you subscribe and download to us at the Crossing Minds podcast on Apple,
Nasty young
Spotify,
niggas.
and what else?
Oh, iHeart Radio. We are definitely on iHeart Radio. We are on YouTube, guys.
I heart moms.
We are insane, guys. We are insanely close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm talking maybe 40 to 30 subscribers only before we hit that beautiful 1,000. We've crossed a bunch of thresholds everywhere else, but that 1,000 has been eluding us for about a couple months now. And I would love for you guys who enjoy the show, who are avid listeners, to just go ahead and click subscribe on that YouTube channel. It costs you nothing, and it means the world to us. So if 40 of y'all can go do that right now, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Make sure that you follow us on Instagram at the Crossing Minds Pod, all one words.
Guys, and on Instagram,
Go ahead.
we are so disgustingly close to 16K. It's nasty. Like, again, another 40 to 50 people, and we're at 16K on IG. I won't bother you about TikTok, but IG and YouTube,
That should help us reach our
just
goals.
help us reach
man.
those goals,
Yes.
man. Just 16K on
If
IG.
you fuck with us and you didn't
That's it.
subscribe,
Yeah.
subscribe, you know?
Costs you nothing. And
I
you
ain't
get to
saying
keep
if
up
you
with
don't
us.
fuck with it, but if you
Yeah.
fuck with it and you haven't, then do it.
We
Like,
update everyone the most on IG. YouTube gets updated weekly. We actually drop videos now. I know people
Yes.
don't believe it. Weekly videos, guys. I promise you. So just tap in with us. It literally costs you nothing, and it would mean everything. Come on.
And also, as mentioned before, we are relationship coaches now. Rob and I are here to assist you in building healthy relationships. Make sure that you hit us up. The link is in the bio for our booking site. And also, you can find us on, I just slipped my mind. You can hit us up in a DM as well if you're looking for relationship coaching. Also, we are fairly priced. And we do not take a health insurance as of right now. Hopefully one day that will be the goal. But we are relationship coaches that are here to help you build. We can also help you as a couple. We can also help you as a single individual that's looking for tips. Anything you'd like to add?
Not those kind of tips.
And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mom to tell her church friends. We're keeping everything to ourselves this week.
Word. Peace, man. That guy, him, you know what's going on for real. Hey, yo, like I said, man, I don't know if. Nah, I was about to say I don't know if they could tell, like, you feel me? Because I'm really just here to troll. You feel me? I'm here to drink tequila. You feel me? And troll on the Crossing Minds. You know what I mean? But actually, in real life, you know what I'm saying? I am a businessman.
I just want to let y'all know.
You feel me? Yo, one thing that I've really learned from these two right here was how to communicate. You feel me?
Oh,
I didn't know.
us.
I thought I knew how to communicate. I didn't know how to actually communicate effectively. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from being here, from recording Across the Minds, from, you know what I'm saying, editing Across the Minds, from just being around it and being present in the conversation. You feel me? So, and that's real. You feel me? That's a real testament. You know what I'm saying? So
That's love.
So
That's
on the real, it's like go. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what relationship things they got going on because we haven't had a conversation about that.
Oh, here go the shots.
Nah. It ain't
I'm
no
joking,
shit
I'm
at
joking,
all.
I'm
It ain't no
joking.
shit at all. You feel me? But I heard y'all talk about it before. I seen y'all post it this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I'm saying go holla at them. You feel me? Because it actually did something in my life. You feel me? Something that
Shouts
I
to
take
you, man.
in
Just
business.
how you.
Something that
He
I take
loves
in my
us.
relationship. You know what I mean? Go holla at Robin V. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you,
All right,
bro.
and we're elevating. We are going to continue elevating as usual. Make sure y'all don't eat that uncooked chicken. Make sure that y'all wash y'all booty cheeks, and make sure you're just a well-rounded person. If you're reformed, make sure you act on it.
Yo,
It's
and
all
make sure
about
you
actions.
dry your ass too, because you can get out the shower. You feel me?
Dry your ass is crazy. And what you say earlier? What you say earlier about the pot?
Make sure you don't get kicked out of it. You feel me?
That's fucking insane.
Word up, because you get kicked out the fucking pot. You feel me? And now you the kettle getting called black.
Fucking crazy.
All right, guys, peace. Oh